We are live.
All right, welcome everyone. Good afternoon.
Good
Awesome, awesome. My name is Dr. Zudian Coleman. I'm a chiropractor here in Atlanta, and we're doing our Atlanta Blitz today. Say woo! All right. We are excited. We have some guests in the house, and we're excited to have them here. And I was just saying to Athena, that it's just divine intervention. Sometimes you never know why you're in a certain space at a certain time. And so I am sure she's going to get a lot out of what we have to say today. But before I go any further, I want to bring up the queen, Miss Renee Noor. She is the CEO of Warriors of Women Wealth Warriors and a keynote speaker for Africa, United States, and Dubai. She has a global business. She's also awarded winner for women's and girls empowerment and one of Georgia's most influential women. She's also a runway model for, is it Essence? Ebony magazine, sorry. And when you see her, you'll see that she's definitely a woman of excellence. She's a model herself. And also she is awarded winning golfer at least 3 times. And she's a marathon runner. So can you believe it? She wears a lot of hats. She's definitely one of my mentors that, is very passionate about people. She loves people. And I'm sure when you get to meet her, you'll see the same thing. So let's give a hands of applause for Renee Noor.
Thank you so very much for being here this afternoon. I always like to know who traveled the farthest, because we always have to do, since I'm from New Orleans, we love to do a little bit of land gap. Who traveled the farthest to come here today for this Saturday afternoon, right after Thanksgiving? Come on, don't be too shy. We got so many people out there. Who traveled the farthest? Come on. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Are we doing flying? We actually have gifts here. So where you travel from, Beauty?
From Stonecrest.
I think we received that. Okay. I think someone traveled all the way out of the States. Let's give it up for the one and only Michelle. Ruby. So Ruby, this is for you, baby. Okay.
I'm excited. So I'll be back, but Renee, you do your thing, sweetie.
Right.
Let me just,
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay.
Thank you so very much. Again, guys, give yourselves a round of applause. Okay?
Woo!
You are here, and it's because of someone giving the opportunity to care for you. Let's give it up for Dr. Z. Oh my God, let's give it up for Dr. Z. Introduction. I know. Go Dr. Z. I'm gonna make sure she introduces me wherever I go, guys. I'm so honored to be here with you all today, and it's because of just making a decision. Just making a decision, guys. Coming from New Orleans, Louisiana, being not only a mother of a 23-year-old, but at the same token, I am a businesswoman. And I knew I needed to do something different. How many of you guys knew you needed to do something different? And you just kept falling and running into the brick wall. And it's like, God, please don't tell me this is all that I have, guys. I literally was so grateful when this opportunity presented itself, because not only within the Global Women Wealth Warriors, we were just talking about how we needed to get more into the Airbnb space. We needed to get more into the real estate space. We needed to get more into the money-making space, okay? Oh my goodness. And also, we understand that we just needed more financial literacy underneath our belt, because you know what? It always have been a deficit. it always have been a deficit. I don't know about you, but my mother, as well as my father, and then his grandmother and his mother and mothers beyond that, we didn't have anybody to teach us this industry. We didn't have anyone to teach us how to multiply and compound our currency. So, you know what, guys? I'm so grateful for that beautiful lady that you just saw. That was Dr. Evangelist Michelle Richards, and you will be hearing from her later on as well today. We're talking about NVISIONU, guys. When Michelle had an opportunity, she gave me a call. Now, she gave me a call. How many of you guys been so busy until you like, I'm not right now, it's not a good time. Not right now, it's not a good time. Well, that's what happened when she called me the first time. I said, you know, I'm in DC, and lo and behold, she started traveling, so we were just doing this on planes, going back and forth, you know. But one of the great things about information, everybody say it's about timing. Come on, everybody say timing. Timing is not only is it important, timing is everything, okay? Timing is everything. After Michelle introduced this opportunity, lo and behold, I paused with Michelle. I traveled, I had to do some things with the ladies, and then I received not one, not two, not three, but 5 phone calls about the same information. Now, these were from worthy people. Trust and believe they're from very, very prominent individuals as well. I said, okay, Michelle, I'm listening. What is this all about? Mind you, Michelle was in Jamaica. She was traveling now, so she was all over the world. But you know what I'm grateful for? Every day, she followed up with me. Every day we communicated. And she said the name David Monite. Woo! That name right there, baby. I saw what he did with the last company. And I was so grateful. Grateful. Say everybody, I am grateful. Come on, say I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the right leadership. With the right leadership, it makes the difference. Number 1, we say what? Timing. Number 2, leadership. Okay, number 2, leadership. Not only has he been proven in this industry for more than 18 years, consistency, as well as showing up and getting results. And that's what we're going to talk about today also, guys. How many of you guys want results? How many of you guys want to see that bottom line increase? Well, with NVISIONU, you're going to get that opportunity. This company here is all about NVISIONU, the health and wealth company. David Monite is the founder, alongside with Ivan Tapia. And that was another powerful name as well, because I've seen their track record, guys. When I heard about the vision, though, let's talk about the vision. Because again, that's what you want to make sure you're not only aligning yourself with what the right people, leadership. You know, it's always about what? Timing, okay? Now let's talk about the vision. Because the visionaries, they literally say they not only want to impact 1 billion individuals, but there definitely is a new approach. It's all about how we bridging the gap with that health and wealth industry. Not only is it important for us to understand that piece, guys, but you need to be able to what? Envision yourself healthy. Envision yourself wealthy. Most importantly, envision yourself beautiful. And with that, guys, we got 2 platforms. How many platforms? 2. We have 2 platforms. One platform is all geared towards health and wellness. How many of you guys can't sleep right? How many of you guys cannot seem to get enough sleep? Oh my goodness, short of sleep. Well, it's not only geared towards energy. Don't you say I got good energy right now? Weight loss, as well as I said sleep. That's all about that health side. But let's look at also the digital educational piece, guys. Are you aware that for every 60 seconds, that's right, every 60 seconds, a millionaire is being birthed just in this whole digital educational space? That was impressive when I heard that. Technology, we're talking about metaverse. We're also talking about, NFTs, Airbnbs, alongside with real estate. Are you guys excited? Because I know I was excited. I'm like, please give me more, give me more. Not only we're talking about NFTs, I know you guys heard those terminologies, the gamification, tokens, Web 3.0, technology overload. Guys, this is the space that we have to be a part of. Why? Because this is the space that technology, as well as where the future is. Everybody say, I am future.
I am future.
That's That's right. You want to be able to not only be a part of this movement, but understanding why we want you to be a part of it as well. We don't want anyone to be left behind. Real estate. The real estate investor space is huge, really, really huge, guys. From Airbnbs. How many of you guys have wanted to purchase more real estate? Anybody? Absolutely. You know, real estate is something that's important. Right now, as we travel, we literally use an Airbnb. And it's like, man, I wish I could own one of these. Guys, now we're going to show you how to do that as well. In addition to that, transportation. How many of you guys are familiar with when we had the pandemic, Amazon didn't stop, didn't slow down in business at all. UPS, they had more deliveries going on than anything. And in addition to that, how many of you guys maybe have extra cars at home? You could use your extra car at home to be a part of that churro space where now you can also rent your cars. Do you realize how much money is being spent right now with renting cars? Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to show you how to also have that a part of your portfolio. And again, what I shared with you in the beginning, financial literacy. None of us had exposure to that. Literally in 1988, women couldn't even apply for a loan back then. 1988. I didn't get into the banking industry until 1998. That was 10 years later. So that meant my mother could not even go to the bank to get a loan. So we're going to show you not only about financial literacy, but we're going to break it down. You know, we know everybody knows how to make money. Say, I know how to make money.
I know how to make money.
But what happens when it comes down to maintaining the money? Say, I want to maintain my money.
I want to maintain my money.
Well, we're going to show you how to do that as well. You know, the greatest part about it, this company is not only going to be investing in you, they literally have private bankers that's going to show you how to become wealthy, diversify your portfolio, and give you more options. Say, I want more options.
I want more options.
Absolutely. So guys, that's a part of the whole digital platform space. My goodness, guys, it's getting ready to get hot in here. Okay, woo. How many of you guys like good energy? I talked about that, right? Well, this space here, the health and wellness. How about this? It's not only a visionary for you to be healthy and wealthy. These products here, these are just our flagship products. Now, I'm going to say this quickly because I'm going to introduce somebody else to you guys who also love this industry just as much as I do. Actually, you saw her already. She's one of our sponsors. I mean, she's my sponsor. But I'll say this, guys. This company is in pre-launch. Can anyone say pre-launch?
Pre-launch.
You know what that means? We haven't even launched yet. We will officially be launching in January. Woo! So that means you're at the right place at the right time. Remember, I talked about that timing. So let's talk about another person as it stands right now. You saw her as not only as my amazing sponsor who came to the table, but also because of her, I'm a changed woman. Don't you guys want to be changed?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's welcome Dr. Evangelista, our Ruby.
I need some music. I already have empowered, so I need something else.
Let's go back. Let's give us some music.
Get hotter in this place. Come on and hit that music so we can get everybody on their feet. Come on, all of you online. Come on now. Hey! Woo! Hey! 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 This is what you have to do when you're in vision. You gotta envy yourself. Come on now. Envision yourself. Having fun. Making that money. I didn't Come on, let's give it up for Queen Renee. Come on, let's give it up for Queen Renee.
Yeah.
She just told you all about the digital space. And we know, well, I'm here from Florida, so I had to get my first tour car rented. And I'm like, I was begging everybody for a ride here and there. I'm like, I've made enough money in this business so far. I could rent my own car. So I went and I went on tour. I said, let me call Enterprise first. I called Enterprise. No cars. called Avis No Cars. Went on tour online because I already had the app, but I was just checking around to see what's going on in Jonesboro, Georgia, where I stay with my daughter. And I got me a little camera. I'm like, you know what? It's just for 2 days. Let me just get myself a little camera. My kids are like, you gonna drive a camera, mom? I'm like, yeah, I'm just here. It's just to get me around. So I got me and my little Camry. So on my way out to pick the car up, they canceled. Okay, so I called Turo, and guess what they did? They upgraded me to what I'm used to, an expensive car. So I got me a BMW. Come on now, let's go. Let's go. And that is why it's so important for us to know this business. Because as Renee said, on the digital space, we're gonna learn how to have our own rent-a-car company, our own rent-a-car space, and that's Turo. So the digital space is important. But let's talk a little bit about the health side. Let's talk a little bit about our spray technology. Let's talk a little bit about what David Amanete and Ivan Tapia saw as an opportunity for us to sit here today to come together and talk about and just a short opportunity. Yesterday I had to speak to someone and she was saying, oh, I don't know how to sell stuff. I said, honey, we're not salesmen. We're not saleswomen. We're here to show people an opportunity to make themselves healthy and an opportunity to make themselves wealthy. Do you believe? Let me hear you say health.
Health.
And wealth.
Wealth.
So Renee spoke about the wealth side. So let me talk a little bit about the health side. So we are into the spray technology, and we have 3 sprays. And the 3 sprays that we have, everywhere you turn, someone is falling apart, someone is getting sick, someone is dying. But we know that if we maintain our health, if we know that if we take the time to rest, take the time to make sure that our energy levels are where they're supposed to be, take the time to stop eating all the food. My friend would say to me, sometimes we're using our teeth to dig our graves. That's a new one. I'm sure you've never heard of, but it's the truth. So our first one that I'm going to talk about is the crave, and that's the one that I've started to use because the crave, I have some unusual cravings. I'm always wanting to eat a lot of sweets, like the M&Ms I'm looking at. I need to show you the M&Ms, right? Like the M&Ms, and I try my best not to. So with the spray technology, what you do is you spray 8 sprays on your tongue before you eat. Some persons that I've sold it to, they've already started to do it, and what they do is they put it on their tongue before breakfast. You decide what works best for you, because some persons don't have breakfast until midday. So 8 sprays on your tongue, and it helps you to suppress your appetite. So you don't feel the appetite, you don't want the carbs, you don't want the sugars, you don't want the unhealthy stuff. So at that point, you'll feel like you want the veggies, you want little fruits here and there, and so that will help you to lose weight. I was 200 and some pounds, 193 pounds. So I struggle with my weight. I do struggle with my weight. And so the crave is just right up my alley because Renee will say to me, come on, you need to do that 75 challenge. And I'm like, Renee, I'm not cheat. I know I'm gonna cheat, I know it, but right now crave is giving you the strength. So the reason they decide on the spray technologies, if you think about it, with pills, the absorption rate is like 15%. With patches, 50%. And with injections, it's 80%. And so they decide to do the sprays, which is 93% absorption rate. So when you make that spray on your tongue, it's being absorbed in your bloodstream at 93% level. So it works faster and it helps you to also suppress your appetite. So the next one we want to get is the Empowered. And the Empowered is vitamin B12 and it gives you energy. Come on, we saw the energy. I was in the room because I know most of you could go harder if you were taking the Empowered spray. I know that a lot of us get up in the morning and I would say this. You wake up in the morning and someone calls you and you'll say to them, how are you? I'm tired. Why are you tired? You just woke up. It's because that is something that is rolling off your tongue because it's so much happening to us. Fatigue is taking us over. So much going on with our families, with our friends, with our jobs. But the Empowered with the B12, people are taking B12 injections. You don't have to do that anymore. A lot of us are afraid of needles anyways. So the spray technology again, or Empowered spray, has B12 and it gives you all this energy that you see me with. We did the crave already, but if you want to go over it as BHB, I didn't say that, and it's keto friendly. that is what I didn't say about the crib. So yeah, that's good. But the dreaming, come on. How many of you are up at night wanting to go to bed and can't sleep? Worrying about the bills, worrying about husband, worrying about wife, worrying about the kids, the money acting funny, and you really want to get that night's rest because it is so important for you to rest. A lot of the illnesses that we have today, it's because we're not getting enough sleep. I heard someone in the room say today, I'm a night owl, so am I. I will stay up forever. Sometimes I have to force myself to go to sleep. It's not because I can't sleep, but I always feel like I have so much to do. And then when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, I only got 4 hours sleep or 3 hours sleep. That's not enough. And the dreaming, when you take that dreaming, when you put those 8 sprays on your tongue, when you wake up in the morning, I'm told that, you feel like you have so much energy. So it just also gives you a burst of energy. So that is also important for you to get your rest. Many of you in here are medical professionals, so Dr. Z just told us that she's a chiropractor. So she knows how important our rest is. So that is our spray technology, and that's the 3 sprays that we have. And so that's it for me. I'm excited about this opportunity. I started this opportunity on October 15th, and I was traveling to Croatia, to Europe, between Croatia, Italy, and Turkey. And then Angela Cruikshank, and let's just hear it for our upline, Angela Cruikshank. And they introduced me to it, and I said, I call Renee, and then as I was going through the airport, Renee called me back, and the rest is history. Here we are to talk about this great opportunity, and I just want you to just think about the importance of being healthy and being wealthy, because so many persons are healthy and they don't have the wealth. So many persons are wealthy and they don't have the health. But with NVISIONU, you get them both. You're healthy and you're wealthy. So at this time, let me introduce to some and present to others this woman of God. Let me tell you something about this woman. I met her maybe 8 years ago in another life, in another opportunity, and she was the person that would open up her house every Sunday, 20, 30, 40 persons in her house. And she was just one of the best presenters you could get. So you're healthy and you're wealthy, but in this all scheme of things, there's something that is so important, the compensation plan. Because you don't want to just, be doing stuff just for doing stuff. You want to be compensated. So she's here now to tell us a little bit more about how you will be compensated in this business. So let's hear it for none other than Miss Tamara. Thank you.
Wow, all right. So you guys have most of the information, right? So you don't really need to hear about the compensation, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we
we
do.
do.
We do.
Show you the money, right?
Show me the money.
Listen, I'm definitely not going to be before you long, but definitely want to give it back to Ambassador Renee, Dr. Michelle, for coming out here. Michelle is from Miami. And, she shared how, she mentioned that person that said they're a night owl. That's me. No, seriously, I kind of turn on at night. Everything, my mind, everything creative, everything turns on at night. So I never really had an issue sleeping, but the dreaming spray, like she mentioned, everyone's body's different. Yes or yes?
Yes.
All right, so everyone's effect is different. Some people say they go to sleep like this. No, but when I do go to sleep, I have a peaceful sleep, right? That matters. How many people have restless sleep?
Yes.
Right? There's a big difference. So I'm grateful for the actual dual threat that we have. You heard about digital education, right? There's tons of courses out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
You are you're in the health field. How many years did you have to go to school for that?
When you add it all up, probably about 10, and still going to, because you have continuing ed and you have to pay for that.
Exactly.
So it never ends.
Exactly. It never ends, but learning should never end.
Right.
Whether you're going to traditional school or whether you're really being able to focus in on what's taking place right before your eyes. So I love the dual threat. And when you really think about it, see, I'm going to talk numbers. Because whenever I'm evaluating an opportunity, there are a couple of things that you want to really put into place, right? First and foremost, I have to be able to identify who is leading that opportunity in the first place, right? Because everything rises and falls on leadership. And I know the success of the CEO and the founder of this opportunity. And honestly, because of their history, everyone doesn't know their history, right? But the reality is, whoever's leading has to have vision, right? So if I'm looking at an opportunity, I want to know, where's the company going? What's the goal? The goal is to impact the lives of 1 billion people. They have already impacted the lives of millions of people around the world, made as much money as they can even imagine. They don't have to do this, but they recognize that everyone deserves an opportunity. Yes?
Yes.
Everyone deserves an opportunity. And your income is tied to your impact, right? Do y'all agree?
Yeah.
Because if you don't impact anyone, there's no income. Not only that, but your purpose is not really served. Because your purpose is tied to people. Even if it's just the people you're impacting in your family, you have to have something to give. That's why I said you're always learning, right? Because if you don't know enough, you can't give, right? So when I talk about numbers, there's a time, and we're from the Caribbean. Both my parents are from Jamaica. And, and I love the fact that they taught me to work hard. My mom's an educator, she's been a teacher for many years, and I did exactly what I was taught to do, right? You go to school, and I was not a straight A student. Don't judge me, right? But I understood the importance of that. I did that, went to school, got a great job, education, etc., and I did well. And, and I'm grateful for it. But I recognized years ago when I got laid off that I would never have all of my eggs in one basket. I would always have more than one stream of income. So when I'm able to time myself to impact players that understand that opportunity is critical, it's not even a choice right now. It's literally a necessity. So I'm grateful to be a part of their vision to impact the people's lives, because most of the time, the work that goes into it, that's a sacrifice that people really don't have to do. Neither of us need to be here sharing this information, right? We provided two different things, the product and the service. That's the second one when I'm evaluating any opportunity. Does the product and the service meet a need?
Yes.
In this industry that I'm about to talk about, I know you see the lovely pyramid, right? We're going to just address the cow in the room, right? Because most people see this, the pyramid. But let's think about this really quickly, right? When I take a look at the product and the services in this industry, the reality what I look at is, does it meet a need? Right? Health. Everyone wants different ways. That industry will never die, right? It's $1 trillion industry right now. Every single company in our industry that's ever hit $1 billion has health and wealth tied to it. Vision. When Mr. Emanite sat down, I believe it's with Eric Worre. He's a legend in this industry as well. And he said to him, David, if you're moving forward with this, please understand there hasn't been any African American or fully minority-owned company ever hit 100 million in sales his first year. Now, if anybody knows David Emanite, if he puts a goal out, he's going to hit it. That is vision. Right? So he has a product line. It's $1 trillion industry. Everyone likes to have energy, or everyone has issues with energy. I would say 40% of people already reported that they have issues with lack of energy throughout the day, right? Then you have weight, women, men. It's all across the board. Major obesity issue here across the world. The United States is huge, but it's happening everywhere. Right, and then you have sleep. That's the start, a body balance. So is it meeting a need? Yes. I shared some testimonies earlier with some people telling me they've been taking PM pills for years. That's unheard of, right? So when I look at that, you have a product and service that's meeting a need. Then you have timing. Someone already mentioned we're in pre-launch, right?
Yeah.
Guys, I have been reintroduced to this industry. And I say that because we've all touched it. We've either purchased a product, we've either did a service, etc., whatever the case may be, right? And the reality is I never really paid attention to the business side. And that's what blew my mind when I began to recognize people that actually have succeeded in it. And, you know, me honestly realizing that, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. Does it take work? Yes. And it takes a commitment, right, to building the business. But the product and services is for everybody. To be at the beginning of it, that means you're at the genesis of a $100 million company in the first year, trending to be $1 billion brand.
Yep.
Does that sound good to anybody?
Woo!
Yes.
From an investor mindset, I understood that this is not an overnight thing. But one thing is for sure, that you could still be able to be compensated on it, right, as you share it, right? So I want to bring it back to that business model slide, because I want people to understand this clearly before making a decision, because sometimes it's really just a mindset in regards to getting started, right? When you take a look at traditional business, who here actually has a traditional business, right? Traditional business, yeah? When you take a look at traditional business, right, you mentioned that you would go out and you would sell different things, right? Think about this. If you have a storefront, what do you have to do to actually get your business out? You have to go out and market it, right? Your product and service. Traditionally, you will spend money on advertising. How much do you think an ad on TV costs?
Thousands.
You whispered that, right? To run an ad, right? Marketing material, advertising, people spend millions and millions of dollars on advertising. Any game you go to, you see things everywhere. You have to spend money to make money. That's business, period, end of story, right? Now people are paying influencers to actually market their product.
Their products, right?
Right? In this industry, because why? You still got to get the word out. How is anyone going to know about what you have unless you get it out there, right? In this industry, the business model is just, instead of me paying advertisers, we will actually compensate independent business owners that choose to share the information. Does that make sense? Yes?
Yes,
Is it for
yes,
everyone?
yes.
Absolutely not, right? But the idea of having an opportunity to be able to bring in extra income stream. You know, most people don't even realize that $500 alone, additional into that's missing off of their actual income, can throw everything off, right? So not everyone cares to be a mega millionaire. Oh, y'all silent. I guess I don't have any millionaires in this room. Right? Right? Oh, thank you. You said that with so much enthusiasm. But anyway, I wanted you to be clear on that, because a lot of people turn their nose up to this industry. But when you have an understanding, then you can make an informed decision. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? So now, how do you actually get yourself started? I have several people that got started and all they want is other courses, right? They actually put together 4 different ways for you to actually create a business or even know how to multiply your money. Whether it be with understanding how you can get into the Airbnb space without actually owning the property, you can create a business out of that, right? So people are taking a course to learn how to do that for themselves without even thinking about being compensated from the company, right? Because we have a product and service that's meeting someone's need. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Right? Then you have Toro, you have financial literacy. You know, in our gold pack, it says that you actually have 4 digital courses. It's $9.99 just to have all 4 courses. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know how many people take courses. How much do you normally spend on a course? Give a guess. We had a young lady in one of our meetings that said she spent $55,000 to be a part of someone's course and masterclass and inner circle. People spend money to get to where they want to go, right? They're spending money. $1,000 is 4 different courses that you, and it's actually on a 12-month payment plan as well. But you get 4 of them, and also a bonus, which is in marketing. You have silver, which is 2 digital courses, or bronze. You know, some people, can I just take the course, 1 course? Absolutely, right? And then they look on and say, you know what, I want to actually add on real estate. I have several on the financial literacy course, as well as the Airbnb, right? So then you think about even the health and wealth, you have options, you have the gold, the silver, and the bronze. You may be asking, what's the difference in all three of them? I shared with you the products, you get more products in another, but when you are a builder, you're actually compensated on different levels as well, all right? And I'm gonna go quickly over just 5 different ways that you can actually be rewarded by the company. As a customer, you actually receive reward points, right? Now, as a customer, you don't wanna have anything to do with building a business, but you know what? You do know someone that can actually benefit from this, right? Yes?
Yeah.
We all know people, but please understand this. People are out there looking for a solution. Whether this solution is for them or not, that's none of your business, right? It's about whether people know about it or even have an option. There's so many people like, man, why didn't you tell me about this? But I know this can actually help this person. It's literally just as simple as that, right? Now, as a customer, your reward is saying, hey, I know someone that can use this. They decide to sign on from you, and the company gives you referral points, right? That points go towards your monthly subscription,
Come on now.
okay?
Don't worry about
And that's
that
just the
monthly.
customer.
That's just the customer. And it's dollar for dollar on point. Now, I like to order groceries into my house because I got too much to do. And I don't like going into the supermarket, right? Instacart sends me a message. Share this with a friend. What do our customers do? What do we do? Share it with a friend, and we'll give you $20 towards your next order. Now, companies do this every day, all day, and we have no problem sharing it. As a customer, you get to do the same thing here. Now, as a builder, there's 5 ways that you can get paid. Retail was the first one. Buy low, sell high, you keep the profit. Business 101, right? You actually can mark it up anywhere from 40 to 50% retail. Now, depending on the package you get, this would average about $1 to $1.35 per day. Now, do you know anyone that would spend $1, $1.35 a day for good energy, clean energy, right?
$5 for that bull, whatever they call it, Red Bull, and more of those things. That's not
tearing your body up, right? Right? Each one is a 30-day supply. Really cute, really sleek. You can just drop it into your purse or bag and take it on the go, right? Then you have, so that's retail, 40 to 50% markup. That's the first way. The second way is the fast start bonus. Now, this is one of the most lucrative fast start bonuses I've ever seen, right? Depending on the pack that someone gets started, they can say, you know what, Athena, I was gonna say Althea. Athena, you can say, you know what, I'm ready to get started, right? And you get started on the Go Pack. Now your friend says, hold up, wait, you're not leaving me. I wanna get started too. He comes in at the Go Pack as well. Do you know, because you said yes, and Residual said yes, they're gonna pay you $350 just for one person on the Go Pack, right? Dr. Z enrolled you. You wanna know what? She actually gets $350 because now that has nothing to do with whatever you choose to do, right? That's just saying, you know what, thank you. I'm gonna give you a bonus because of that, right? Now, Residual can go ahead and invite Grace on, and Grace says, you know what, I'm gonna get started at the Silver Pack. Now, that's a 3rd level down. That's $25 to Dr. Z. For you, you actually will get $25, no, actually $50 from that because she'll be on your 2nd level. I don't know if that makes sense. 3 levels down that you actually are getting a residual from each person just based off of where you stand in the company. But your 1st level, you get anywhere between $50 to $350 depending on what package the person comes in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. The 3rd way is you actually have what's called a binary commission, right? It's a binary platform that is worked on, and you get paid out anywhere between 10 to 20% in payout. Now, remember I told you the packs are really based off of what you actually get paid in commission. The gold level pays out 20% on every person based on your volume that comes in, right? Down to 10% for the bronze. Now, several people are founders in the company, and that payout is at 25%. There are a couple of other perks that comes with that, but to be at the ground floor of this and understanding that's going to be $100 million in one year, imagine the amount of people that come in as an overflow, right? But it's all based off of work, period, end of story, right? Now, let me tell you exactly how this works. Now, we're not looking for anyone to be superstars at all, There's some people that have incredible influence, and some people, look, how can you help me add an extra income stream to my household, right? And the fact that we have the solutions to do that, 5 different ones here in this compensation plan, but you also have different courses that you can create your own business, right? This binary just says, if I can help you identify 2. Do you think I can help you identify 2 people that want to say yes? Just 2. 2 people, right? I think everyone has 2 people that like them, right? Oh man, if we don't, that's a whole different class. If you don't have 2 people that like you, it's a whole different class, right? But I think everyone has at least 2 people that like you, right? That you can say, let me take a look at this, I'm ready to get started. 2 within your first month, right?
That's 2 people that just says yes.
That's just 2 people.
A customer or
it could be a customer, it could be someone that wants to build the business. Just 2.
2 people.
Right?
It's easy.
How many people have referred people in their life? Right? A good barber, a good stylist, nail salon. 2 people.
It's easy.
That's just the first month. People do that in a day. The second month, we teach those 2 to do it again. We duplicate. Right? Duplicate every single month. By 12 months, 2 duplicated every single month. That's over 4,000 customers in your organization. We are closing this year. Now, I don't know how many people have not reached their goals that they set at the beginning of the year, right? The year will go by like that, and you look up and realize what happened. Just by saying, you know what, 2 people doing 4,000, and all they did was say, you know what, I just want 1 course, I'm gonna be at the bronze pack. That's 75 in commissionable volume. That's 300,000 in volume in your organization. Now, if you are a gold member, that's 20% payout. What's 20% of 300,000?
60,000.
60,000. 60,000. 60,000 every single month. To some people, that's too good to be true. No, seriously. To some people, it's all relative to where you are in life. But what if that's halfway? What if it's 50%? Right? That's $30,000 a month. Let's break it in half again. $15,000 a month. Guys, I'm letting you know this. Regardless, the timing and the position of this alone it will do wonders. But if you really are understanding the breakdown of the compensation, you'll continue to share, right? It's not an overnight success, but it will actually be successful if you work it, right? This is the binary check match. This is simply just saying, look, I was able to help Athena make money. The company says, I'm gonna give Athena all her money, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you 50% of that. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yes. And I can promise you this, you're not gonna understand all of this at all. You're not. There's 5 different ways that you can actually be compensated.
as we're waiting for them to pop in, I know we have some people in the chat. I know some of these people are involved with NVISIONU, and I'd love to see in the chat some of the experiences that you have been having, or even questions you might have that some people can answer. Okay, I'm going to put on one of our videos for a second, and we will bring back Miss Renee, Nora, and the team in just 1 second. And again, please feel free to put information in the chat, and we will be able to answer that for you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for coming in and listening to this presentation today about NVISIONU and the amazing products that they are offering and the program we're offering here. And with that, I am going to actually close out right now. There were some technical challenges on the other end as we're just finishing up over there. But again, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat and get in touch with us. We would love to share more information. And we look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye-bye now.